Hi, first grade. We're halfway through the week, and I have a question for you. I want to know, how do you feel about this book so far? This is a little bit different than our feelings and emotions words, because I want to know how you feel about this book. When we have a feel about question, you think, do you like it, love it, dislike it, or hate it? Show me your answer. How do you feel about this book so far? Oh, I have a mix of answers out there. Okay, that's good for me to know. Well, we're going to continue reading this book and continue what we've been learning about characters, showing how they feel to help us answer questions for this story today. And just like we've been doing, we have some different stories that we're going to read. And to mix it up even more, I have a new thinking job question for you. Hope you're ready. Reading the same text, new stories, and you're going to be thinking about the power of words. You say it. Yeah, that means how words can affect us. The words have a lot of power and they can affect us in different ways. And that connects right to our focus questions, which are, what are feelings and how do they affect us? So we're going to come back to those again at the end of today's lesson. I think you guys are pretty much experts on this, but let's quickly review. What do we have to focus on to figure out how a character feels? What three things? What the character, and the awesome job. Today, if we're focusing on the power of words, which of these three do you think we need to think about the most? Right, what the character says. What the character, because that's going to help us figure out the power of words. Nice job. Since we're focusing on words so much, it's going to be important for us to go over a couple tricky words that we're going to see in our stories today. The first word is outburst. What's the word? It's actually a compound word. Those two small words put together. Outburst means a sudden, strong feeling. It's called an outburst. What's the word? The other word we're going to see is generous. What's the word? Generous means you're giving more of something. It's a way of showing kindness towards others. So those are two words that we're going to see in our stories. In our first two stories, the characters have an outburst. Remember that sudden, strong feeling? But the way that they show it is different. So think about that, how they show their outburst differently. There it is right at the top, an outburst in many words. I'm going to quickly point out the characters. You can definitely see this boy here, but don't miss the other boy down here in the corner. And, of course, our bird friends are back. Let's see what they have to say. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. That's what you think. Sounds like the birds agree that words are powerful. So here's the boy having an outburst in many words. You can try to follow along with your finger as I read. Who took the rest of my crayons? I knew it was you. You always take my things without asking. How dare you? Do I take your things without asking? I bet you broke all the points. If there's one thing that gets me mad, it's someone taking my things without asking. I bet you're not even sorry. Oh, and the boy down here says, I just borrowed them. What feelings do the two characters have? Let's focus on this boy over here first. How do you think he's feeling? We see that he's definitely yelling all those capital letters, and he even said, it gets me mad or angry. That's definitely how that boy is feeling. And he's saying all those loud, angry words to the other boy. How do you think that makes that other boy feel? Yeah, probably a little bit hurt. Not like hurt like he fell down and bumped his head or something, but his feelings are probably hurt because the other boy is yelling at him when he just borrowed his crayons. So that's one example of an outburst. Let's look at the next story. an outburst in one word. You see the one character there, and he's just saying one word. I'll bet you can say that word. The word is, well, you can say it louder than that. The word is no. And they're banging on the pots and pans. So how is this baby feeling here? What feeling is the baby showing? Yeah, I think that baby's also angry. But what's different between what this baby is expressing, how they're expressing anger, and the other boy from this story? Yeah, the baby's only saying one word, and then the other boy on this page was using so many words. So even though they both had the same feeling, they were expressing it in a different way. Oh, I won't forget our little birds at the bottom. They say temper, temper. So you can have the same feeling, but the way that you react or express it can be different. Really interesting. All right, last story for the day. The title is Here, Have Some. You read it. I'm going to point out the characters here. We have this boy here, Jason. We have another boy, and he's kind of in the background, but don't miss this boy down here. He is pretty important to the story. Let's read. So he's giving him some of his snacks. So many? Wow, thanks, Jason. You're generous. Oh, there's that word generous that we talked about. It feels good to share. It feels good to get. Throws away his snack. You're unselfish, not like some people. How are the two main boys, how are their feelings different? Yeah, this part here. Jason thinks it's good to share, and the other boy says it's good to get. That's how they feel about that. Now, who is this boy talking about when he says, you're unselfish, not like some people? Who do you think he's talking about? Right, yeah, this boy in the background, he's not sharing. Sounds like he's kind of being selfish with his toy cars. So the words in this story really helped us a lot to understand what was happening and how the characters were feeling. So we're going to bring it back to our focus questions. What are feelings? Our feelings are the emotions that we have inside of us, and we have a lot of different ways of expressing those. There are reactions to the events or what people do or say. Just like those two outbursts, that's how they were showing their reactions to what people are doing or saying. One boy was yelling and saying a lot of words, and the baby just said no. So how do our feelings affect us? The words and actions from our feelings can affect how other people feel. Just like that boy who was yelling all those words, it hurt the other boy and made him feel pretty bad. Or when Jason was sharing his snacks and he was saying he likes to share, that helped his other friend feel better. So again, our words are very powerful and they can affect how other people feel. Your challenge today. So excited because you get to draw your own page for the feelings book. You get a chance to help out Aliki, the author, and it's like you get a chance to be him. So you're going to draw your own page for the feelings book. And you get to choose if you want to use a lot of words or maybe just one or two words. Are you going to make the word big or little? And are you going to show the feelings with their faces or their body language? You get to choose. Whichever way you choose to do it, you just have to make sure that you include the feelings. So make sure you're showing with their face or their body or their words. You can show how the characters are feeling in their situation. Remember, take a picture to send to your teachers to show off your amazing work.